Arnold's poetry is criticism of life. Discuss with the special reference to the scholar Gypsy. Approximately all the poetic work of Matthew Arnold threw ample light on the criticism of life. Since he was opposed to the unfavorable environment and evil of the society in which he lived, he made a bitter criticism of life of his age. Elton passes under noted remarks in this context _____ by a criticism of life. He meant something that would illumine and inspire the highest degree for the business of living. To Arnold, chief objective of poetry is to bring to light the inadequacy or the lacking of the real with an intention to detect the defects for an ideal and meaningful life. The poet who take poetry to be a criticism of life have to neglect many elements which help the making the noblest poetry. Such poets can't be said to be of constructive mind. They, to the contrary, become the center of criticism among their readers. A true point must be free and pessimistic attitude of life. Arnold comes in this preview. He is thus a great preaches and prophet. Hugh Walker has also passed his remark with respect to the poetry of Arnold. He says, there is surprising quantity of voice criticism in his verse. The scholar Gypsy beautifully described Arnold's apt application of his theory of poetry as a criticism of life. In it we find a contrast between the life whose spring are inward of the soul, and the life of division and distraction, unrest etc. abundantly in the modern world. Modern people are taken away far off from true goal of the soul, life. His hatred for modern word has been clarified in the following lines. Vogue half-believer of our casual creeds who never deeply felt, not clearly wild D. According to Arnold, modern people are divided into their aim which are incongenial to their soul. So, though the line of the poem at hand he lays stress upon the withdraw from the modern world which is in no way beneficial to man, scholar Gypsy is an intense on this score. He gives up the modern world of the immortalize himself. His saying is that good remains always good, and it need not any assistance from outside. The life seen through the eyes of Arnold thus differs from the life seen by public in general. Many a critic also does not agree with Arnold in this respect. Critic says that his remedy can't be permanent, as the value of life changes from age to age.